So today we are opening a new exhibition of 5 contemporary artists, and the exhibition is called In Search of Imaginary World. These artists are also shown in the book that was published by Thames and Hudson recently, and it's called 100 Painters of Tomorrow. And here is Mark Nader. He's one of these wonderful painters. Please, Mark, can you tell a bit about your artwork?
Yes, well, a lot of my work is kind of situated around the fact that I'm half Mexican, so it's part of a culture that I've never really been part of. I've seen, I've been there, I've witnessed, I've always visit family, but it's something you kind of, when you're building up an idea of your heritage, you do it, I think, especially in the kind of modern age, you do it a lot on the internet. You use Google and you use all of these search platforms to find out absolutely everything. So it's this sort of, it starts to become this surreal search engine almost of a painting. So the paintings start to take ideas from the search engine and go off on bizarre tangents. So it starts to build up these sort of narratives within that, just in that kind of realm of searching.
And where do you get inspiration from?
So it's a sort of segmentation of an understanding of a culture that's the starting point. And a lot of my work has these kind of, well, it started off with Persian rugs, and then it's gone more on to Mexican rugs. So it's that was one of the starting points, and then these kind of, stately houses as well. And they're just fragments of either a memory from my past or from my upbringing. Not that I was in stately homes, but it's something that you do quite a lot. You visit these kind of stately homes, and that was always a sort of understanding of an English heritage, a kind of British heritage, and then these sort of colourful holidays that we went on, and never really feeling like they both fit. So these kind of extremes of worlds that started to come from. So those are kind of the components that are the starting point. And then the narratives just kind of come from, as I said, those tangents on a search engine, so they get more surreal and they start looking more at popular culture and the exchange of images and memes and things like that. So.
Exactly. I can see that they look a bit surreal and a bit coming from digital age.
Yeah.
Do you use also digital art as inspiration?
Sometimes, yeah. Well, I wouldn't call it digital art, but as I said, there are these things called memes. So they're, well, the kind of the traditional thing of memes is very different to what the exchange of memes is now online on social media. It's those sort of images with the humorous captions on them. And so I wouldn't call those art, but I think they're sort of very much of a contemporary society's ideals and kind of ideology as well. And I think they're so fleeting, and there's something quite nice about kind of situating them in a painting and making them permanent.
A bit like digital collage, maybe.
Yeah.
That's what I'm.
Yeah.
And can you tell a bit about your education?
I studied at St Martin's in London. I just did a BA there, and after that I just went on to paint and sometimes lecture as well. So, yeah.
And was it painting your main thing from the start, or you tried some other media?
I mostly painted. I did try, sort of did a few digital pieces as well, but I never felt comfortable, not in the sense of, it just never seemed to work as a kind of reimagining digital to digital, just didn't kind of work in that sense, and I feel painting had it better. It kind of resolved a lot more things, a lot easier as well.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Thank you.